guys, it's Manchester United Brentford, and today it be like say una drink Ogogoro come first half because I don't understand what you wanna play at this play.
No, now what we expect with this. Honestly, it was not a important game for us. We just wanted to exercise ourselves, get ready for Bilbao, and my boys even tried. They tried because we mixed a lot of youngsters, Frederickson, the likes of Amass and co. A way to Brentford. A way to Brentford is not easy. So putting youngsters like that into that game tells you that it was very important for us. And in fact, the 4-3 result for me is a fair game. It's a fair result, and I'm not feeling too bad about it.
Resting your senior players because of match where you don't they win 3-0. Is it not somehow?
No, I'm not resting it because of Bilbao. I'm resting because of the final.
Final that is still far.
Final is
up to 3 weeks.
It does not matter. Injury can happen. Any of my player that gets injured today cannot regain their self again. Anybody who look at the likes of Ziggy out of season, that lot's out of season. So you have to manage who is left. We are managing the remaining boys that are left. That's just it. We don't care about this result. In fact, we just wanted to see. It was only a shame that Chido Obi didn't score. We wanted to see which of our players is ready.
Did he even make an attempt?
He tried now. At least he played like 2 shots that was blocked. But then it was okay. It was okay. Nothing serious.
I feel he didn't allow he didn't allow himself to pressure the 2 centre backs of Brentford. That was why they pressed you guys very well.
Well, I kind of feel like it's because our game didn't come from the central area. Bruno was not available. It was Mount. And Mount is not that person who has the type of passes that Bruno have that is going to open up the middle of the defense. So we were playing through the width. It was Garnacho and then Dogu that was playing. So you are not going to get the ball. You can see the goal this guy scored. Mount. It was Garnacho going to the flank and then Mount coming out of this team and then scoring. So if Bruno had played, Chido Obi would have gotten probably a couple of passes that would have made him, had a much better game.
All right, that one aside, what a defensive disaster today. Honestly, it was a defensive disaster.
See, let me tell you something here. I just pray that God forgives TENHAAG. Club give you money. Now you go sign keepers. You sign 2, we no good. 2, 1 no good, 2 no good. Pack and come keep. How we want to succeed? We put Onana chief basket. We put Bayadi Igwe basket. What do they call that one? 2 keeper. We give person money. Say take. Go side keeper come.
If I should the one when they come out.
2 way good. He said 2 way good. Buy 2 way no good. If we get keeper crisis now, we not say we get all our keeper crisis, whether 1 or 2, now keeper crisis. Bayandi just be as if there's look at the first goal. That was poor reflex from him. Yes, he hit look short, but the ball was soft. Paria come out with those type of balls. The game was even. You understand? When we're leading at the first half, the game was even. The pressure was even more with us against Brentford. All of a sudden, we just considered the very lackluster goal and then brought Brentford into the game and then they scored. All of a sudden, we were chasing the game. And we don't know how to chase games. We are not a team that should be chasing games. We don't know how to chase games. Anyway, that's that.
Making changes too, and yet another 2 goals again. Extra 2 goals.
Well, the only thing that pained me today about those substitutions was that the lead didn't play 90 minutes. I wanted him to play. That injury, I don't get it. I don't want him to be injured. The final is coming. I need players. I need quality players available. But even Maguire didn't play up to expectation because he came in and then his communication with the goalkeeper was not so good. The chemistry between him and Bayandi was not as good as is expected. It's as if they don't even train together. Some balls you expect the goalkeeper to come and claim Maguire is there. There was even a back pass that was coming to Bayandi. Maguire went there to intercept it and then create another pressure. So honestly, we need to work on ourselves. The chemistry between Bayandi today and the defensive line was not okay.
All right, so let's talk about your midfield. How do you see Ugarte's play today? Because I think how do you feel his play?
Well, I think Ugarte is that player that is going to make us eat our words. You get it? We've been heavily critical of Ugarte, but game by game, I think he's improving. Today was not even about his tackling. Ugarte is starting to, hold the ball, dribble, pass, contribute to transitions. That's a part of his game that I didn't see coming. Honestly, I think he was the best player in our team today. He was the best player. He was the best player. He was doing really well. The connection, the defensive, everything going back and forth. 90 minutes, and he's still going to play on Thursday. Nah, he's okay.
And Kobe too was a bit sloppy in the first half. He lost quite some number of balls, and a lot of things happened.
Well, I think Kobe's issue is more or less like psychological because Kobe is starting to feel not so important. When a player feels not so important, the responsibility that you're supposed to, be with him, be on him, is not going to be there. Kobe does not feel so responsible as he used to under Ten Hag. So the way he plays on the pitch shows that there's complacency here and there. Under Ten Hag, though he cannot run, but you see him, the passes and everything. But nowadays, it's as if he's playing a peripheral role. Whether he plays or not, we are good. I kind of feel like that is affecting his game. He does not feel that importance anymore. Maybe when he starts to play more game and then contributes more to the team going forward, his game is going to improve. But right now, I think he's very average. Kobe is better than whatever it is that he's doing right now. That's just it.
All right, so let's talk about your attack. Garnacho and Amass today. Let's not talk about Amass first. Let's focus on Garnacho. How do you see the evolving of Garnacho's game? Because his game has evolved.
Well, if you look at Garnacho this season, coming from that game where he scored the goal and was not going to celebrate because he felt that we were not giving him enough support, to where he was being linked to either Chelsea and Napoli, only that the deal fell through because of wage demands. But to see that he has come back from all of that to now, work on himself, become so important. No. Garnacho is really good. Garnacho has started to, immerse himself into the game. He does not play like that guy who does not. Look at the assist to Mason Mount. That was top class. Look at the goal he scored again. I think that if we had sold Garnacho for 70 million and with the way he's playing now, if he goes away to be playing like that, we would have regretted it. Right now, Garnacho is a 100 million player. 100 million because the age is there, the talent is there. I'm impressed. I'm really impressed. Probably maybe Amorim is starting to, sit with him, talk him, teach him what to do. Tell him that he's not the only person on the pitch. You're playing with 10 others. So play with them. And I think he's starting to show those signs that he's listening to the manager and he's listening to those who wants to help him improve his game. And honestly, the outcome of his game is showing that there's improvements.
All right, what about Amass?
Amass is just coming back from injury. I think he's not yet match fit. He's still match rusty. His decision making is still a little bit off. There were times you felt like he could have done better with the ball. He didn't do it. Maybe, of course, it's normal coming back from injury. It takes time to, regain that momentum and then inject yourself into the game as you used to do. But it's okay. We know Amass is a talented guy. He's going to come good. The final is still very much away from us. So before that time, he would have had enough game to build momentum and then we are good.
I think you guys, considered these goals and you guys didn't score as much or early enough. You guys didn't press early enough because of the lack of Højlund there. Is there any concern about your coach not, trying to sub Højlund in? Because if he would have, gotten him on that pitch, I think there will be a difference. Gas will open the 5 and 6 of those Brentford will be able to, shake themselves and see if they can allow other players play, and then maybe they will short players, then you guys will take advantage of it.
Yeah, well, on the contrary, I kind of feel like it's okay for Højlund not to play, not necessarily because of rest. A player like Højlund needs to kind of sit on the sideline and watch the game for 90 minutes. Sometimes, the desire to play is there for Højlund, but his decision making, the way he positions in the box is very poor. When you sit outside and then you study the game and then you're there, you're watching it, it gives him enough chance to, evaluate the way ball moves and evaluate himself. And I think that's what the manager wanted to do. He could have gotten a goal versus Bilbao, but I think his position, he let him down. But today, he has sat back, saw the game. I think if he goes home today, there are clips inside his head that will not, go away. He will put that in mind, and then on Thursday, I think he will score. So I think it's okay for him to, study the game from the sidelines and then go ahead and start on Thursday.
All right, but I think Højlund not playing today. Let's talk about last match he played.
Yeah.
He was able to give something to the game.
Exactly.
And today, that same thing he gave to your game last game was missing. That was the only thing that was needed for you guys to progress.
Exactly. If you look at our attacking depth now, we are very thin there. It's just Garnacho, Højlund, and then Amass is still a little bit off. He's not there yet. So we only have Garnacho and Højlund, and maybe Bruno, who is always in the final third. So we have to manage them. Højlund is not a guy that, he can pull his hamstring anytime. He does not take care of himself. He's always aggressive. So I kind of feel like also, because of injury concerns and everything, he has to just, sit back and then, rest. He deserves the rest. He deserves it. So Bilbao on Thursday is enough chance for him to, go ahead and start.
Another blow again. Another serious blow for Matthias de Ligt.
It's a shame. Honestly, before we signed de Ligt, I was actually, concerned about his injury record. Even when he was in Juventus, he's not always available. But then, sometimes he's a cheap buy for 40 million. I think he's a cheap buy. You expect things like this to happen because when Bayern Munich is giving you a top centre back for 40 million, there's a red flag to read. I think this injury is the red flag. Anyway, next season we need to revamp that area. The likes of Martinez has not been available for 2 years now. Always injured. Then de Ligt too is taking that route. We need to sign somebody who is stable. Euro is stable, Maguire is stable, but we need somebody, a matured CB who can just say one of them, and then maybe Martinez. I'm hearing Martinez might leave. So maybe one of them will go and then we'll buy somebody who is stable from Premier League.
Premier League.
Yeah, from Premier League.
And do you have any options?
No, there are options. You go to Brighton, there's somebody there. You go to Arsenal, you can get Saliba. You get it. They are selling.
You want to go to Arsenal and get Saliba?
If I give them money, they will give. I've signed their captain before. What's there? Don't worry.
Another problem is they find like
Don't
this.
worry.
You've signed their captain.
I've signed their captain
But
before.
okay.
And they gave him a guard of honor. Just like they will give Liverpool too. They should prepare themselves.
You don't go do without finding their problem. Leave Arsenal alone, no. Leave Arsenal alone.
No. After Wednesday, I will escort them out of the Champions League and then I'll let them go. I'm Pharaoh to Arsenal. I'm their Pharaoh.
All right, so finally, what's your final thought of the game?
Well, I think Thursday we need to, consolidate our 3-0, make sure we go there, pipe them enough goals. I think we should make sure Old Trafford is not on tension, no pressure, control the game, score the right goals and on time, and then let's be bold, not even see any chance of thinking of a comeback, and we are good for the season.
What about this game? You leave and they talk about your Champions League.
No, this game is not important. It's not important. Nothing will change. I look at the table today. A lot of 39 points there that is not changing. You understand? So no wahala. Brentford can go. And this is itself. I beat them. They beat me. So 3 points to Brentford, 3 points to me. Shaken up.
All right. Thank you so much for your time.
No,
Thank you.